Did you find anyone in the basement?
No, I was alone.
You were alone for all those days?
Yes.
They didn't ever bring any other person?
There were, they brought in one, but spent like 30 minutes. And was released. Now, Friday is gone. I mean, Monday is gone.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten. Remember last 8 or Saturday? This is Monday. I only have a cup of porridge.
Of bushera.
Later on, I come to know that there were orders on one, no food and drinks. Let him starve. No bed sheet, no mat, no mattress, no anything to put on the floor or to cover himself.
Let him feed on his classified information.
No vista. No relative. But let me tell you, the other room is very cold. Very cold. And I can tell you, ever since that day, my life has never been the same. It has a sharp light. Okay, let me say it had. They might have changed. It had a sharp light.
Sharp light? These bulbs which are...
Yes, day and night. It's never off. And my eyes got affected. My lungs are affected.
There is no natural light? Only
No, there's natural light, but most
there are windows and ventilators?
There are ventilators. Up.
Inside story of how reporting on the illness of Uganda's First Lady landed journalist and activist Arnold Mukose Anthony in a dark, subterranean basement, welcoming a brutal share of starvation, physical torture, psychological trauma, and unchecked human rights violations. In this exceptional and phenomenal exclusive interview, we continue to unmask the Museveni regime's deadliest torture episodes with yet another horrific ordeal of a journalist who has witnessed the state's brutal repression with his own eyes, only this time inflicted directly upon him for the sole crime of executing his constitutional obligation. On the 29th day of March 2026, fresh from a fiery panel at Metro FM in Kampala, where he championed the Constitutional Court's strike down of the infamous Computer Misuse Act, a regressive law born out of the 11th Parliament and championed by former legislator Muhammad Nsereko, Arnold stepped off the airwaves and straight into a trap, dragged into the dark interior of an unmarked Toyota Noah. The advocate who stood tall to defend the Bill of Rights and protect the freedoms of Ugandan journalists was systematically stripped of his own for over 30 agonizing days as his family, legal team, and newsroom colleagues at the Alternative Digitalk desperately searched for answers. Arnold was held incommunicado. He was thrown onto the freezing concrete floors of a subterranean facility near Mulago, denied food, subjected to physical violence, and buried in total isolation while the outside world feared the worst. What happens when truth-telling is treated as treason? What is the real cost of defending free speech in modern Uganda? I'm your host, Moses Wamala, and joining me in this hard-hitting and vanished one-on-one exclusive interview is Arnold Mukose Anthony, stepping out of the shadows to recount every chilling second of his abduction, his survival, and the price of standing up for justice. Yes, Ndugu Arnold Mukose, it's a pleasure to have you back.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are, depending on the time you'll be watching this video. I'm glad, I'm humbled, and I'm honored to be here on Uganda Yencha. I'm Mukose Arnold Anthony, a Ugandan seasonal journalist, a media and a journalist rights activist, at the same time a human rights activist. And I'm a non-violent social movement building trainer.
Okay.
So, and I am 1004 of 2026 remandee in Luzira Makshoni Bay prison of Uganda.
Okay. I think for those of you who have not
paid closer attention to what you've been doing for so many years. I personally, I think I know where I know your backdrop, where you come from, and your activism journey, of course, and even how you've been fighting for press freedom in this country. I think you can take us back before we get onto this, the abduction, of course, that happened in March of the 29th. Take us back. Who is Arnold Mukose Anthony in regards to fighting for press freedom and actually even fighting for a better Uganda?
Mukose Arnold Anthony is a village boy born 120 kilometers outside Kampala. He was born in a banana plantation, not a hospital, not a health facility. Yeah, so all the way from the village. My education wasn't all that good. I had to drop out. I educate my siblings, then rejoin back. So I started the higher levels of education. I started when I'm old enough.
Okay.
After taking through my little ones. So yeah. So briefly, I'm from I want to call it a humble background, but I'm from a poor family.
Okay.
Because being humble is different from being poor.
Yeah.
My family is and was humble, but it was a poor family. So 41 years ago is when God felt pleased and said, come on earth. So 11th of May is always my birthday. Professional journalism, when I talk about professional journalism, is the journalism of books, being qualified.
Yes.
I'm now in like 15 years, but
Okay.
before I'd worked with some media houses in South Sudan. I used to work with Capital Radio in South Sudan, but not on air. But I was a translator of Ugandan news from Uganda.
News coming from
Uganda in Uganda.
Yes.
So I could translate to them, most so presenters that were going on air.
Yes.
So that's when I began to involve myself in media practicing and not at a professional level. But later on, when I came back here, I decided to go back to professionally make it a profession with documents.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm a professional journalist. And I've worked with several media houses. I worked with UBC Butebu. I worked with Radio Simba. I worked with Salt Media. And right now we established our own online media platform called Alternative Digitalk.
Yes.
So right now I'm a co-founder and a co-director of Alternative Digitalk Media, an online media service which majorly aims at disseminating and informing the public and the country, the world at large, with authentic, accurate, non-biased, but inclusive information. And we offer space to bad, unheard, and vulnerable voices. You asked me to briefly let the world know some of the cases, the activisms, the fronts that I've stood in for my profession and my colleagues besides fighting for myself.
Yes.
Because I believe I can personally fight for myself, but there are those that would wish, but maybe either due to fear, maybe either due to lack of platform, either due to lack of mentorship, or because of several reasons. There are some things that you can do which I can't, and there are some things I believe I can do
which I can't.
Yes. So it's all about us joining hands, each of us to leverage on someone's strength so that we can bring out something tangible. I've been in several aspects of activism. I've staged demonstrations, I've staged boycotts, I've staged press conferences, I've staged, I've litigated in courts of law, and the most The most known one for journalists is when I served the 39 journalists who had been suspended indefinitely by Uganda Communications Commission when they laid live the then Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Centre of Chadano East. It was 2019. So it was a national live broadcast. So 13 media houses were affected, and UCs ordered for an indefinite suspension of 3 administrators from each media houses, including producers, editors, I think, and programs directors. 3. So 13, that's 29. So we fought until when these people, actually none of them never missed working. I made sure that no one is touched. And up to date, they are working because of me.
Because of the fight you put
the fight I put up, and indeed, because even these media houses were in fear. When I was filing this matter, I went to all of them asking for an affidavit to support, because I wasn't affected.
Yes.
However much I wanted, but I wanted there would be an extra evidence besides mine as a journalist, because I was suing in 2 capacities. One, as a journalist,
yes,
but also as a media, as a secretary for media safety and human rights at Uganda Journalists Association. Uja. So my affidavit, I wanted my affidavit to have a supporting one of affected media houses or affected journalists. But I can guarantee you, out of fear, all these media houses, all of them feared. One told me, you know, for you weak, you can't challenge the government. But I'm talking about a media house which is affected.
Which is affected, actually, which is a victim.
3 of the senior administrators in the newsroom are going out.
Yes.
But they are telling me I'm so weak to challenge the government.
They would rather sacrifice the 3
and
for their license.
But for me, I was like, it's from 3. It's going to slightly up to me where I will be.
Wiping
so
out all
unless I fight today,
media houses.
if I can't fight today, tomorrow there will be no one to fight for me.
I agree.
So I said no. I moved from media house, all of them. I reached all of them.
Which were affected. Yeah.
The 13, you can Google and see them. You just put the 39 suspended journalists in Uganda. You will see the media houses affected. Now, it was only one media house that to date I respect very much. That's NTV. And as they celebrate their 20 years in the field of journalism, I give you much respect because you've stood in for us. Where most of us fear, where most media houses amplify and agitate for rights of other professionals and fight for themselves,
yes,
NTV has stood in.
Yeah, I agree. It's part of those few media
Let
houses,
me tell you, in Uganda
which stand
here,
their ground.
There are like 3 media houses, I believe, that have stood, but NTV is number 1. Then CBS has tried.
Okay.
CBS and BBS, I take them as one media house. They've tried. And Radio Simba. When it comes to fighting for rights,
for the freedoms of
the media, even
yes,
apart other freedoms and rights, but of media, mainstream, those 3 stand out for me.
Okay.
So NTV, through Miss Josephine Kalungi, gave me an affidavit. They were cleared by Mr. Kalinachi, Daniel, who gave me their legal team. They drafted, they signed, and I filed. It's on that basis that we urged out our matter, and Justice Mugambe,
Lydia Mugambe.
Lydia, I respect her very much, and I'm one of the people who are pained by what she's going through.
Okay.
Because she gave us an injunction that even UCC couldn't appeal, couldn't challenge. Up to date, the matter stalled. And my members, not up to when I handed over office to date, D39 are still working. So, I sued the General Matayo Chaligonza when he assaulted Otai in Mukono around the Seta. I sued Justice Freddie Waninda when he assaulted two journalists, Chisache and Eric Iga. I sued the director commercial banking in Bank of Uganda for irregular appointment. So when it comes to litigation, the recent matter that I stood in and we challenged and won was the Computer Misuse Act that even led to my abduction.
Yeah.
So we challenged the Computer Misuse Act because I believed it was violating our fundamental professional rights, besides even being human, but media rights. This act was irregular, irrational, was barbaric, I don't have the better word.
Like to describe how
bad
dangerous it was, yeah.
Because you can't tell me I find a kid being raped.
Yes.
But I have to get consent from the parent before recording.
Before filming.
I find a maid torturing my a kid because it was my home.
Yes.
I first called the parent to give me consent. That's the kind of law I'm talking about. When I find a pothole, I have to first seek authority from a KCCA before I capture.
That is the law that was brought by Muhammad Nsereko.
I find I land on documents. A minister is being bribed. But if I write a story, I have to first seek consent from the minister. That Mr. Minister, I can see documents here, but you are implicated. Can I publish a story?
Yes or no? Should I go ahead?
So that's the kind of act that I said no. I can't just look on. When everyone is silent, there must be some voices to speak out.
Yeah.
I remember before even going to Uja, we staged a demonstration. First of all, in 2016, I was among the journalists who were arrested. Me, Elijah Tuyagumanawe, Sendegia Mohammed, Dinibawa Sava in Kasangati when Dr. Kiza Besigye was under house arrest. So those days, Kayihura was very, 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 very furious. So I held a press conference boycotting all police activities. Unless if a journalist wanted to go and balance a story. But being invited by police and we go. But my shock, the following day, these people, police called them to respond. And they all went. From there, the boycott suffered a natural death. Journalists are these people that are unreliable. First of all, when you stand out, they will say, he's bragging. Why can't he abandon? He will die for nothing. But remember, you are fighting for their cause.
Yes.
Not for your own cause.
Yes.
Even when I was abducted, they judged me, they convicted me, they sentenced me without evidence. I came back and just on microphone claiming that I wanted likes. And I'm like, what kind of likes do I need? I've been in this field for more than 15 years. If it's a name I've made, if it failed, I failed to make a name, I failed. I can no longer make any other name apart from what I've done. In the media, at least I played my part. So I've been in several activism fields, more so the rights that touches journalists, because as they say, we are the fourth estate. We are the first brick. Executive, judiciary, legislature, and press. Those are the four pillars of any government, any leadership in a country. So briefly, that's my journey of activism to where we are. So I've been just sitting, not to expound too much, but briefly, those are some of the many that I've been engaged in.
Maybe what you've gone through, what does this mean being an activist and as well being a journalist, balancing the two? How have you been able to balance the two without conflicting the other?
We are all journalists, we are all activists. We are all activists. The same way all creatures are politicians.
Born political.
We are all. And I normally tell people that never hide your head in the sand, claiming that for you safe. We are all activists. The only difference is that some speak out, some write, some just remain silent. But we are all activists. What do I mean? The word activist, it has like 5 different words. We have act, action, activity, activism, and activist. Why do I say we are born activists? When a kid is being born, has to cry. And if it fails to cry, they make it to cry.
Yeah, true. It has to.
Meaning, there's an act. If a kid wants food, can't speak, but will cry, will bite the mother, he's an activist. He has it has something paining, so it acts so that the mother responds. When a journalist finds a woman being tortured by her husband and you record, you run a story, that act is activism. For you think you are practicing a profession, but in reality that you saw a bad act being committed and you acted over that action and you publish the story, you're an activist. The difference is which area. Whenever you concentrate on a beat, now you're an activist of that beat.
Yeah.
When you say I'm a sports journalist, now it means you're an activist, only that you're a professional. When you say I'm a political reporter, now you've drawn a line. You're an activist. The only difference that for you can't hold a stick, you can't hold a stone, you can't hold a prayer card. But in the fact that you are disseminating what the other people, the other side are doing, you're also participating in activism. So you're an activist. So I normally tell people that don't hide yourself in a profession without knowing what it is. So we are all activists. That's why in Uganda here they say, how can you be a politician at the same time you were a journalist? You ask him or her, do you vote? Says, yes, I do. So if you vote, whom are you voting? The mere fact that you have a choice, you're a politician. The mere fact that Arnold is contesting, Moses is contesting, but I is going to come and vote Moses against Arnold, is already a politician. Because in the fact that you have a choice. The only difference and what makes you a professional journalist is me knowing that Moses supports NRM, for example. But when he comes on the microphone, it's hard to tell that he's an NRM. That's where the line. Because now you are serving yourself. You are serving us all.
The government says that journalists should either choose to be activists or...
Under which law?
Or journalists.
Under which law?
And they feel that they can't balance the two.
Under which law?
Do that fairly or even
because I normally
professionally.
Ask under which law and what is unprofessionalism? Let me tell you. BBC and CNN and CBS, some of the media houses that who are the set pay setters. They wake up one day and they tell you, for CNN, we are anti-Trump. Anti-Trump, and it's clear. But it doesn't take out the fact that when Trump has a press conference, they don't go. No. But they tell you, for us today, because each media house has its own mission and vision. Let me tell you. You can't, for example, ask Glorious Times of Prophet Kakande that from today onwards begin broadcasting news or politics. Because for them, it's not their line.
Yes.
Their mission is all about gospel. So you can't tell because you are UCC, you force them to do what you want.
You have to air news, you have to do politics.
Each organization has its own objective. So if a media house is owned by a politician, how do you expect not to front politics and front sports? If a media house is owned by a sportsman, you expect sports too much. So if I wake up one day and I say, for example, Digitalk aims at good governance, accountability, rule of law, and democracy. You can't tell me, for example, for us, Alternative Digitalk, I much have a lot of money and it's all about advertising alcoholic drinks. We shall not. It talks about betting. We shall not. Because we are telling the people, wake up and go and work. Be vigilant. Ask accountability. Ask your leaders, whether in opposition or in government. But I'm the same person telling someone, wake up and go and bet. I'm telling that someone, wake up and club. Wake up and booze. Then it means I'm contradicting.
Yeah.
So when you say that a journalist shouldn't be an activist and you can't quote a law, then you have your UBC. How often do opposition politicians have their events? Let's say NUP is having a function and you are giving them live throughout. But have they ever complained? But when President Museveni is holding an event, it's streamed live. Because we know he's the one in the government and he has a platform. So when NUP hires Digitalk, come and stream live, or if it doesn't, and I feel like it's newsworthy to give them their full event, free live stream, why do you complain? Why do you call me an activist? Because I'm airing. Because it's me to determine what's better for me and for my audience.
Let's look at the future of journalism and actually what the government pursues or perceives as political activism, because we've seen the Daily Monitor not once, not twice being shut down. Actually, the conglomerate, the entire conglomerate of nation media in Uganda, it's been shut not once, not twice, and this may not be the last time.
Yeah, true.
We've seen Digitalk facing actually the same, the scribes being actually arrested and abducted, not once, not twice. We've seen so many political activists who are into actually journalism. Actually, government terms them as masqueraders. They are working under the guise of journalism, but they are political activists. And I remember Dr. Chris Bariomusi previously saying that they should decide either to be journalists or activism. Where do you see the future of such journalists and such media houses which have chosen, of course, to take the path of political activism the way we see Daily Monitor, Digitalk, so many channels? Do they have a future actually?
Honorable Chris Bariomusi is wrong. Very wrong. Because you should understand that we are in digital era. As of now, we have two types of journalists. We have the citizen journalists,
Yes.
and the mainstream journalists,
Yeah.
or the professional journalists. And these people are doing incredibly well. However much there might be some shortcomings, but all of them are important. Today, media houses are getting tips from citizens, which wasn't the case previously. Previously, mainstream was the pace setter. As of now, mainstream, now social media and citizen journalism is flipping.
Has taken over, actually.
Taken over.
Yes. Is dominating.
So now, instead, government should, as I sometimes think, we embrace digital when we were not prepared.
Okay.
That's to me.
The migration from analog to digital.
We weren't prepared.
We're not prepared
Yes.
enough. Okay.
That's why, because the government feels that us who ask for accountability, we are activists. But the other people are promoting vulgarism. They are professional. And that's how the country dies. A country dies from the point when what is being consumed in media has nothing valuable to the growth of the community. You can't tell me that my 5-7-year kid is watching and listening to Sengas and Kojas with vulgarity, and you want me also, as a professional, to relate the same content and bring it up this side. But for you regard all these people and even give them money to promote, than getting Digitalk, getting Uganda Yencha, bring them on board, tell them, you people, however much you seeking for accountability, you are agitating for rule of law. But I think we should do better like this. Instead, you are enforcing with a lot of negativity and force against these people. And yet, a country to develop, there should be a sharp eye that tries to look here and there for what is not right, so that you in power, you are in check for better. For us, ours is we present, we disseminate. For us, we are the miller. So whenever you get angry of the miller, before cleaning yourself, then it means you are wrong.
Yeah.
So the future of journalism, however much they will break us, still there will be always some forces. Let me tell you, God will never allow a vacuum to occur. Regardless of whether the replacement is weak or strong, but there will always be someone to occupy the vacuum. That's why when Kizza Besigye people thought we had begun to weaken, nobody knew where Bobi Wine came from. Nobody knew. A musician, he used to be called a vagabond, he used to call a drug addict, he used to call a useless person, a ghetto boy. From nowhere, I now is holding the opposition in the country. So that vacuum will never be there. Even if they break Arnold, they break Moses, they break a national media, there will rise a voice. Even in the days of Pharaoh, in the years of in the Bible, there were some voices that stood out, stood in that gap to say this is wrong. Opposition are not in people. Opposition is what is not being done right. So whenever such things are there will be opposition. Whenever some things are not going on well, there will be some voices that always speak out. So nobody should think that imprisoning, intimidating, torturing, and battering Arnold and is killed voices will be shut up. At least people will rather go to exile and continue to speak up. Ugandans will stay here, send information to their colleagues in abroad, and then they publish the same. So it will be chewing nothing. Instead, they should call these so-called, whom they call activists, they sit. Let me tell you, there are some countries that, for example, president invites journalists and is like, I want to hear from you.
Yes, because they are the mirrors of
for us, when you were in campaign of 2016 with Dr. Kizza Besigye, before any rally of that day, he could call us. He used to call like 7:10. And I was like, how was my message yesterday? Where did I error? How can I rectify my mistake of yesterday? How can I make my message sink? That's a leader. It's like, I'm not perfect. You might be having some views that I didn't know, but I am supposed to know. Even here, President Museveni would say, who are the Kipingami's, as they call them? Moses, Wamala, so and so. You invite them. Let them come. Let's sit. Where's the problem? Where am I erring? Where can I rectify? Where's the mistake? How can we develop the country together? That's a leader. That's a leader. So to answer your question, journalism will always be here, whether professional or unprofessional. People will always speak out. There will never be a vacuum. Even in Amin's regime, where they say that he was too dictatorial, he had opposition. Musicians used to sing songs. They could hide the message, but in Uganda, for example, if someone sang in Uganda could understand the message. However much there were those praising Amin, but there were those that were against him. There were some who were killed, and some we still have remnants. So there will always be remnants at whatever cost. So nobody should feel scared. Nobody should think that imprisoning and breaking me or nation media is the end of journalism. Of course, there are those that they are in bed with them, which is okay, and it's their right. I don't blame them. We are in this profession for different reasons. Some of us are calling.
Yeah, true.
Nobody funds me. Let me tell you, even when I saved the 39, I never got a call of any guys appreciating. I never received, apart from Radio Simba and NTV, who called and they were like, thank you.
Oh. The media houses you served, only two
Radio
came back
Simba
to appreciate.
and Nation and NTV called me and said, thank you. The rest never. But because I did my part and I'm satisfied. Not even at time, let me tell you, all through that process, not even at transport. I used even to foot.
Just to fight for...
I could foot to court, foot to the chambers, foot to home. No transport. Even real money, we had no even a single coin. Even
they had no budget.
Even buying a rim, it was out of my pocket. At some point, even my lawyers could give him transport back home. Imagine your lawyer giving a client transport back home.
In the name of fighting for the rights
of others. Not me, because I wasn't suspended. Yeah. But because of, it's my profession. If I don't fight,
if you remain silent,
it's from Wamala is coming. Tomorrow is me, and if I don't fight for Wamala, tomorrow I have no one to fight for me. So that's, I can tell you, that's how. Let me tell you, my journalists blaming me for fighting for them.
What does living this life mean to you? Because I can compare you to actually. The likes of, not to the magnitude, but the likes of retired Dr. Kano Kizza Besigye, the likes of so many activists we have had in this country. Their lives are on the line. He's now in prison, he's now in jail. Actually, throughout his entire life, he has been in jail, he has been suffering. I think it goes down to a cost. It comes to a cost of paying the price of fighting for freedom. What does this life you've lived, I think, for the past 15 years, how has it been like, and what does it mean to you, even fighting for people who, at the end of the day, do not appreciate, do not feel the gravity of the burden you've carried onto yourself, single-handedly fighting for them? At the end of the day, they don't feel anything like thank you, even.
Actually, some of my fellow scribes think I'm being paid. Some of mine says, to work with Senate, give us some money. You won in the case. And this is a public litigation matter.
Yes.
We are not compensated. But it's like, you won in the case, to give us some money. And you are paid to fight for us. And it's a judge telling you that you are paid to fight for them. Your kids are not studying. You have rent arrears. You have medical bills. But the little you have, you're injecting in an unappreciating community. Recently, in this recent abduction, my kids were chased out of school that they couldn't hold and have kids of political activists that for certain reasons they can't have kids of an activist. So, no, look for them a school anywhere. But you understand them, and it's their business. A school is a business. You withdraw. You tell them you sit this term because I have no money. And your kids are seated at home. And someone is is like, you have money, you are paid, and you are sleeping hungry on an empty stomach. You are walking on foot, fighting for others. Some thinks you have on like 200 acres of land because your name is big than yourself. What you've done, people think that the magnitude of our track record is the same as what we have in our pockets. You tell someone that, you know what, give me like some 50,000. That's like $20. It's like, before you have money, can you fail to have 50,000? And inside you, like you are burning. You don't have, but someone thinks you have. So that's part of the challenge, plus the threats. You receive calls. Someone says that your days are numbered. You know?
So take me through some of the calls you've been receiving in the recent past.
You receive calls, you receive messages, and I don't go out.
Yeah.
First, I don't go out. Maybe unless we are a team.
You're not an outgoing person.
Because I would wish to. Because I'm human.
Yeah.
I would wish to. But if someone says,
you do that because you fear out.
Yeah, because if you are together, people can know that we were with him. By now you are alone in a club in a quarrel. Maybe you have a chimama, you have a girlfriend. Besides, maybe your wife. Someone is like, we've got him. You see?
So that's the price you're paying for fighting for
others,
the press and the freedoms of others.
Yes.
Your arms are actually
are tied. My liberties are limited at a certain point.
You can no longer enjoy your liberties at ease.
Let me tell you, I even fear sometimes to work with my kids because I don't want to expose them.
Okay.
I reached an extent of not even wanting to stay with my kids because I don't want public to know who exactly they are. You know? But which parent doesn't want to have kids? But I go once in a while out with them and I make sure that where I am going, we are a team. So that's part of the price that some of us are paying. Yeah.
Let's go to the recent one, the March 29th. It's another price you paid, maybe for fighting for the nullification of the Computer Misuse Act that was brought by actually Honorable Muhammad Nsereko. It is another price you paid through an abduction. Take me through how this happened and occurred.
It's a long story, but let me try to
shorten it.
Because a story of 38 days, you can't break it in but
you spent that 8 days incommunicado.
In the hands of the state.
Yes.
4 days 3 days, 3 nights and 2 days in a basement, and 34 days on remand. Arrested on 29th, bailed or granted bail on 5th May. 38 days in the hands of the state. Even to date, I'm still in the hands of state because the matter is still going on, but at least I have some liberties.
Yes.
I can see my family, I can go to work. Yeah. But on that fateful day, it wasn't like a normal day, because in the morning I received a call threatening me, warning me, telling me how my days are numbered, I'm going to be killed, I'm finished. He told me my days of eating food are over.
That very day, the 29th of March.
I received a call from a UPDF officer.
Did you know him?
And the conversation wasn't all that good.
I know. Did you know this UPDF
no,
officer?
I knew the name because I found the missed call from the bathroom. 2 missed calls. I checked the number, the name, and previously there were some exchanges on X, and I knew the same number that had exchange, not with him actually, but with a colleague. But I knew when he called, I already the name. I just knew who he was, though I don't know the person. So he had 10 minutes call. It's me who cut him off after exchange of bitter words. He gives me, I give him. Oh,
you fired back as
yes.
He was firing.
He could give me a punch, I guard. I give him a punch, he guards. So I can tell you, if I only that I don't want to give out that audio for now.
Okay.
But
what was the content like of
it was
that
like
call?
He had filed complaints with CID and CMI. They were looking for us, and me and Norman Tumuimbise, and our days were numbered. So then it was like, you can't skip tomorrow, which was a Monday. I tell him, no, don't waste the government's fuel. Where can I report myself?
Yeah, because I remember the radio talk show was held on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yes.
So I told him, no, tell me, should I go to Chibuli or I go to Mbuya? When I reach whom should I ask?
I report myself to the authorities.
Whom should I ask?
Yes.
Then I'm like, but you a complainant. How can a complainant summon a suspect or accused?
Yeah.
So in that process, I go to Metro.
Yes, Metro FM.
How we were chatting.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Yeah. Now I leave the show. I have a brief chat with the host and the team here. You know, when we meet people of the same profession, you jazz a little bit, and so I stepped out, reaching the parking. They were waiting for me.
After the show?
After the show. They grabbed me. They took everything that I had on me. Were taken. From phones, tab, backpack, I had some belongings. One taps me this side, he says, "Hey Arnold, you had a wonderful show."
Oh.
I'm like, who is this one? His face is very new. I don't know him. Then this side, one comes, "Arnold, hey, you've spoken words."
All in plain clothes.
Plain clothes.
Okay.
Then
unarmed.
Before I know it, 5 surrounded me.
These 2 were unarmed?
They were armed, but with pistols here.
Oh, okay.
But they were covered. So there was a NUA packed facing Metro gate. So they tell me, don't cause havoc. Don't fight back. Don't cause chaos here. You see that car? But before they could finish the word, you see that, I don't know how this car came from the other side to here. What I'm telling you is in less than 2 minutes.
As they were still discussing with you, you don't know, you don't remember seeing.
I can't tell how the car, I can say, jumped from facing me like this to facing this side.
You don't know how it flew.
I can't tell.
Oh my God.
They pushed me in. They asked me for my gadget's access.
Oh.
I'm like, can you show me a court order that permits me to give you
Or to access,
to access my gadgets?
Yes.
They said yes. They opened all of them. They showed me court order.
The court orders were the pistols.
So if you were me, what could you do? What I had surrender.
You had surrendered already. They had the court orders
Yes.
underneath their shirts.
Now, but I remember every statement, every question and answer has a Dutch rub, Ngolo.
Every question attracts a slap, attracts
No, not a slap. Dutch rub.
from all these 5 guys.
Let me tell you, I received noogies. My head, I came out of that when my head is swollen with heels, potato heels. I got noogies, you man. So they had their numbers, because one question, they asked me 3 questions. One, where's Norman to Muhimbi's Michael director?
Yeah.
I told them today is a Sunday, he's married, he has a family like me. You can't ask me to know where a family man is on a Sunday. If it was a Monday, maybe, because we work together. But on a Sunday, you ask me where he is. That were invited noogies. They give. They ask, how can we get him? I'm like, how did you get me? Getting...
Responding that way.
Yes. No, they're telling me today is my last day to eat. Now, what reverse, what else am I going to do to save myself? I'm going to die today. They've told me I'm dying today. Now, if I'm dying today, even if I respond better or worse, I'm dying today. So because it's what they were telling me. Today is your last day to see sun. It's your last day to eat. It's your last day to feel the earth. Now, if it's my last day, what do you expect? Do you want me to give them flowers? To give them ice cream? No. If they had handled me well, the response would have been good. But I'm under threat. I'm under fear. I'm under intimidation. I don't know my fate. What next? And I told them, if it's my last day, I can't fight fate. If it's my last day, God planned it that way. So they ask, who gives you classified information?
That was the 3rd question.
Second, the other one was about Norman.
Okay. Where he is
and how can we get him?
They can get him.
That one, question A, with A and B. Question 1 with A and B. Now we are on question 2. Now A. Number 1. Who gives you classified information? Then I'm like, what information are you talking about? That's a noogie.
No funengolo.
Then one was like, man, this guy, I don't know how I can bring it in English. Zalawo, despite too much despise something.
It's like you're despising them.
Yeah. A noogie, a Dutch rub. Now, they ask me, now I'm like, which kind of classified information are you talking about? That one is no response. Then they say, after getting that classified information, who permitted you to broadcast it to the public? Then I'm like, before I respond, who permitted me? What kind of information are you talking about? Let me tell you.
They question, you question. They question, you question back.
But with noogies, with Dutch rubs. I got Dutch rubs. I can't even count. Because let me tell you, I came out when I have potato heads all over my body, my head. They never beat me anywhere. I can't lie to you that they beat me down this side. No. The question 3. Who funds my activism? That's question 3. A. Who funds my activism? 2. Are you the first person to win government? That's when I knew that computer misuse, to me, is now becoming the problem. Because I'd spent like 2 weeks, one media house to another after winning that case.
Yes.
So it's when I knew my arrest, among the issues for my abduction,
Includes the Computer Misuse
could be
Act.
computer misuse, could be one of them. Now, they telling me, after asking me, am I the first person to sue and win government? They ask me, we're giving you a chance to choose between the two. Between journalism and activism and law. Are you a journalist or you a lawyer? Then I asked them, which law in the Ugandan constitution bars one from having several professions? But what I'm telling you, those are noogies. So we drive at a terrible speed to car.
Were you blindfolded during that?
No.
Okay.
Only that my head was down. I wasn't allowed to face where we're going. So all these, actually, the dashboard were like around here, not here, but around here, because my head was like this. So whoever could hit here. So to cut a long story short, their commander was waiting for them at CPS, outside the CPS. He comes, he takes my photo, he asks, Arnold, are you fine? I'm like, do you think I can be fine?
Yes, Arnold, are you fine? Politely.
Yes. Because actually for him, he didn't know that these people were giving me what they thought deserved me. He didn't. Because for them, he was waiting for him, he was waiting for them. So when he reached, they got out.
They were waiting for the delivery. The delivery men were on the way.
On the way coming.
With the package.
But in that van, there were over 80 guns, AK, pistols, even Nkoni. Those who don't understand Nkoni, it's a stick herdsmen, most especially in Western Uganda, hold while grazing their cattle. So for us, it's called a Runyankole word, referring to a stick, but it's called Nkoni. So there were those Nkoni and AK-47s. Only one army officer in uniform, the rest were in plain clothes. I'm taken to CPS. The command takes my photo, sends somewhere for orders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to confirm maybe it's me. But like I told you, they seem they had their numbers. Whom some people they thought maybe infiltrated them, that gives us what they called classified information. So they could put in the numbers. They could look on their phone and it reads. On their phone and reads. So meaning they had their numbers that they were following, maybe they were suspecting to be the bad elements in them. I'm driving around the Kampala. Now the Dutch labs and Nugis stopped at that point. Okay, reduced.
Okay. They just reduced.
After reaching the commander, they reduced.
At CPS? At
CPS. When the commander entered, there were no Dutch labs. But he was also in a plane. But whenever he could park, receive orders, he could get out, receive a call so that I can't hear what they are saying. But that time became an opportunity for these people to again begin from where they stopped. And their order was, don't cry. Don't show the command that we've hit you. So in 1.5 hours, that experience, I'm dumped at Old Kampala police.
Roughly how long did you spend at CPS?
No, CPS we just packed like for, I think maximum 20 minutes. Okay. Maximum. Just taking photos, confirming. Actually, it was like 10. We never spent a lot of time there.
Okay.
No. We drove off. So we traveled around town. Before I know it, later on, I'm at...
You're saying we traveled around town as if you were touring.
Yes. Because
we traveled around town.
I was receiving my package. Yes. My cake, you know. So I reached Old Kampala. They look for handcuffs. Handcuffs became a problem. No handcuffs.
Oh, all this long you were not handcuffed
I
from
wasn't.
Metro FM?
No.
Okay.
I was put in the last seat of that newer car.
Okay, the Toyota Nua.
Yes. I wasn't on handcuffs. I wasn't covered, blindfolded. No.
Okay.
So I reach Old Kampala. They ask, what charges? Now this officer says, they say, it's you to know.
It's you to determine the charges.
The charges. So they say, this officer said, let's put him in general inquiry.
GF.
So I'm put in general inquiry. Then I'm told you are going for a search at my home. Ask officer, the CID.
I told you Kampala.
Yes, I'm like, wait, you taking him home for search? Which offense? Because before you go home, I know the offense. Am I a terrorist? Am I a murderer? Am I a robber? I'm an armed robber? Tell me. So I said, I'm on instructions. Luckily enough, there was no wife at home that day. There were no kids.
Oh, okay.
That's the best opportunity I had that day, because I just imagine the trauma.
The trauma the family would go through.
My kids, that experience. Let me tell you, they brought my kids in Ruzira, but I wasn't comfortable because I didn't want these kids to see me in Katimba, in a net, because I couldn't even hug them. I couldn't even shake hands with them. Just, you know. But now, out of Kampala, later on, I asked the officer, let me call my lawyer. I can't go home without my lawyers knowing. So I called my lawyer, Katoto Musime. Luckily enough, I got him. After a long time of looking for handcuffs, later on got to one. We drove, we went to Buziga police station, police. They got more enforcement. We went home. They recovered a laptop for my son, 2 button small phones, 2 old used lines, swapped them.
Yeah, SIM cards.
SIM cards. 1 modem, which I stopped using like 6 years ago, a passport, and national ID.
That's what they picked
They recovered.
Yes.
So they sign a search certificate. I'm taken back. I'm told to make record a statement. I decline.
Oh, you declined to make a statement?
Without my lawyer.
Yes.
I need someone to guide me. So I declined. So the officer told me, let's profile you. Then I'm like, it's fine, because profiling is okay. But they trick you if you don't know their trick. You end up making a statement.
A statement, yes.
So they tell me, let's profile you. Then I'm like, I'm born from Kastaime, Mayuga district,
that is very okay, of course.
My level of education
they already
is this.
Have that data with
already.
Mira, of which...
Yeah, so my level of education is this, I'm a journalist, this and that. So when we reached, what happened today? I'm like, stop. Tell me what happened to them. Like, stop. That's not profiling. Now make a statement. And I told you, without my lawyer,
I can't make a
he
statement.
was like, please, I'm making my work easy. I'm like, no, let it be hard because you paid. Then I'm like, in your hands, I'm safer. So then don't make life hard, like where I was previously. So this guy, he was good. He was good. Found a name. Was good because I was hungry. Remember, I last ate on Saturday at around 4. Now 6. Because by the time they abducted me, I was planning that immediately after the show, we go to a restaurant.
Oh, you had not eaten all that day.
Because my eating lifestyle had changed. That when I eat late, lunch, I don't eat supper. I just take some water, some tea. Then if I'm busy, I don't take breakfast. I just take lunch. So I was like, let me first finish the show, and I have lunch at once. And remember, I was going to file. I was planning to file on Monday an application challenging Kenya magistrate who had bad media from covering NUP leaders who are being charged of unlawful drills. So I was going to file an application challenging that. So I was meant to meet my lawyer. We signed an affidavit. Then tomorrow, a matter of paying in the registry, and we file. So I tell One, even here at home, I told the officer, I'm like, you people, I'm hungry. Let my people get me something to eat, so that you take someone who is certified. They're like, let them bring it at the Kampala. Imagine you leave food at home, but they want
you are so close to home
to food.
Yes,
but they want someone to get a border hire, pays a border to get less $10 to deliver food of $1. A border to cost $10 to all the Kampala, but they are delivering food of $1. So I'm like, it's fine. I reach there, I tell Onyen, I'm like, whatever you're asking me, I want to be productive and I want to be of value unless I get something to eat. This guy calls a female officer, like, officer, help me. I have little money on me. I have just transport back home, but borrow me some money. Buy for him, I will pay you tomorrow. This officer didn't know me, but maybe felt concerned. He was humane enough.
Yes.
So this female officer says, for me, I can't buy food for suspects. And she walked out and she went. So this officer says, I can use this 2K. I get one cup of bushera, and also me 1 cup of bushera. We take. Then he bought me a cup of cold bushera. I had something in my stomach. So later on, around 7:30, I'm sent in a cell. Around 10:20 p.m., I'm called. They telling me, pick all your belongings
from the counter.
No, a paper, a drum behind, where suspects put their belongings, like the belt, the watch, the shoes. So so when they say, at first I was like, who is looking for me at this time? I'm like, but immediately that you are telling me, I pick my belongings, might be a bond, but who gives you bond at this time? Who has come to visit me at this time? Like, let me go and see what it's all about. So I reached. We reached at the counter. No one at the counter. No one will receive us. No one is opening the book register. I'm told to board the pickup, double cabin. I'm put under where they put dead bodies. Then I'm like, I ask the police officer, I'm like, where are you taking me? The police officer tells me, don't know. For me, they just told me
Okay.
to escort. But our commander is in front. But let's not overtalk. They will hear us. Because for me, I was down. For him, he was up on the seat. So he would do face down and they face up and he will communicate. I'm driven at a terrible speed along Gaddafi Road. Up to Makere, here, traffic lights, Wandegeya, Yusufule, lights, Mulago. I'm like, now where are they taking me? We branch off to Mulago Street. I'm like, now. But throughout here, I was like, are they going to kill me? Since they told me today's my last day. Where are they taking me in a safe house? Killing me wouldn't have been bad, but my kids. I haven't even said bye. I wish I had phoned them when they took me for research and they have that last memory that they tell my grandkids that when our daddy was taken and killed, he was like this. So that's what was in my mind. I'm driven, I'm taken to Mulago. I'm like, now I was put, are they going to inject me with poison? Like, I couldn't imagine because I had no, I couldn't thought that I was going to another police station because I'm from a police station. Now, why would they transfer me to another police station? No need. Little did I know that I'm going to a basement at a police station.
Oh.
I reached Mulago police station. They registered me in the visitors book because police always have 3 books. They have that CRB book.
Yes.
They have general file book and the visitors book, or sometimes even a movement book. So each has a different purpose. If you're going for self custody, they put in a visitors book. If they're just keeping you there from another police station, they're transferring you tomorrow. They put in a visitors book. So I'm put in a visitors book. I'm registered. I'm put in the basement. For me, I thought it was just a night.
You thought you'd spend just a night?
Tomorrow maybe it's cold. Then, day one, that night, elapses, it's a man. And I'm around 3. I haven't received any visitor. Not even my lawyers. Not even a relative. No food. I'm like something fishy will be happening.
Did you find anyone in the basement?
No, I was alone.
You were alone for all those days?
Yes.
They didn't ever bring any other person?
There were, they brought in one, but it spent like 30 minutes. And was released. Now, Friday is gone. I mean, Monday is gone.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten. Remember last 8 or Saturday? This is Monday. I only have a cup of porridge.
Of bushera.
Which I took on Sunday at around 7:30. Now, it's 7, 10, midnight. Like, I'm finished. Then now it's a Tuesday.
All that time, these police officers or nobody comes to check on you. So all that time, no police officer, no one visits you under the basement.
No, they were doing some patrol, patrolling around, but no one to give me attention. Later on, I come to know that there were orders on 1, no food and drinks. Let him starve. No bed sheet, no mat, no mattress, no anything to put on the floor or to cover himself.
Let him feed on his classified information.
No vista, no relative. But let me tell you, the other room is very cold. Very cold. And I can tell you, ever since that day, my life has never been the same. It has a sharp light. Okay, let me say it had. They might have changed. It had a sharp light.
Sharp light? These bulbs which are...
Yes, day and night. It's never off. And my eyes got affected. My lungs are affected.
There is no natural light?
No, there's natural light, but most
there are windows and ventilators.
There are ventilators up, and they even have bars in the door.
Yes.
But very cold. If you want to sleep, you first sit on the floor like for 30 minutes, then you warm where you want to put the jaw. Then after warming where you want to put the jaw, you put your jaw. And if you want to turn, you make sure you come at that very point. And ever since that day, my lungs were affected. My throat was affected. My ears, I don't know what to be fair, because I can't tell. I had no sharp sound, I had no noise, but my ears were affected. If I try to shout, tomorrow I won't speak. If I try to maybe like exchanging quarreling, tomorrow I won't speak. I have to make sure that I no longer take. I reduced on taking cold water, refrigerated water. I take warm water or room temperature. Because if I decide to, mostly say in the morning and I take cold water, I will cough almost the whole day. Now, on Tuesday, I use my little investigative journalism skills I studied and acquired in the years I've been in the profession to make sure that I make my people know where I am. And I used I used it. And within an hour, Mulago police station had flocked. Lawyers, relatives, friends, and now they were wondering, how do they know? You don't know what it caused. They undressed me. They checked me to see whether either I have a gadget, whether I have anything that I use to communicate to my people to know where I am. Then they brought me food, but I failed to eat.
After 2 days?
Now it's a Tuesday.
I mean, you spent in the basement.
I was taken.
How long did you spend without food?
I was taken in the basement on Sunday night.
Sunday night, yeah.
Now it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. They brought me food, but I couldn't even hold a plastic fork because I was shaky. Even coming down from the basement,
sleeping on the cold,
I could just move on the wall, holding the wall. I couldn't stand on my own. I couldn't. My hands were shaking, legs were shaking. I sat on a bench, but I wasn't feeling my legs. Just shaking, very weak. They brought me food. My lips were gummy. It had gum. Yeah. Because that room has a water tap. But this water tap is positioned almost in the toilet. And has a very dirty bucket. Very dirty. However much you're thirsty, you can't take it. You can't take it. I wasn't brushing. I wasn't bathing. Okay, I could. On Monday, I poured on myself.
You poured water on yourself?
On myself. But Tuesday I couldn't because I was weak. I couldn't. Even holding my hands, I couldn't. Now.
So they bring you food?
They bring me food. I failed to eat. I just ate slightly small, just to make my enzymes welcome water. Because I didn't want to take water and put the stomach.
Yeah, true.
So I just put in something. So when I take water, finds something in the abdomen. So I just took my water. It's what I was taking. Then I got a chance of brushing because I was smelling. Remember, the stomach was producing air that has no oxygen. Like, I wasn't talking to someone. So I couldn't even talk to you. The scent that was coming out of me wasn't pleasant. So they brought me a brush. But also that brush, they were saying we shouldn't allow him because he might kill himself. He might commit suicide. He might pierce himself using that. You know, for security measures.
Yeah.
They brought me a body sponge, or this handmade body sponge. Sponge. They said no, don't give it him. He might
hang himself.
He might tie in the neck and he kills himself. For security measures, for at least that one I can't fault them because for security. It is
for security reasons, yeah, because you never know what.
You never know someone thinks.
Yeah.
Now, I tell my relatives I want at least a sweater. I'm dying. Goodness is killing me. If you find me tomorrow when I'm alive, it will be by chance and by luck. So they brought me a sweater. But this police officer comes, tells me around 3 that they brought me a sweater. They brought you a sweater, but we are going to give it to you. Even at night, when our bosses have gone, so that they don't find you, they will ask how you got it, because we are on orders. That's when they told me the orders they have.
To keep you in the cold for all that time.
No food.
Sleeping on the cold.
No food, no relative, no what.
Those were the orders.
Yes. Then the woman tells me, but when you hear someone coming from up, down, you know that's what I saw it in the corner. So they don't say it. I'm like, fine. And I never slept because I had to make sure my eyes are open so that I can.
Yeah, so that you could.
But at least my hands were in that sweater and it has a wood, it had a wood. And I could cover myself, at least I sleep. This side I'm cold, but at least
so that you can grab
my lungs at least are getting some warmth.
Yeah.
Then at around 7:30, the police officer comes with food in a tiffin. But he had eaten that food. It was looking ugly. It was rice and posho with beans. But when you're looking at it,
it wasn't pleasing.
Not at all. But he told me, sir, I don't have capacity to buy good food. This food, I ate it at lunch. And this is the balance. I can't see you starving when I can provide what I have. It's upon you to eat or not. I'm not forcing you, but I just felt concerned. So it's upon you to eat or not. But if you are to eat, kindly, I beg you, use the terrible speed that you can so that I can take it back.
Because they were
they might
on
find
orders
me,
to starve you.
They might find me giving you food and I'm punished. I'm given food. I eat. Like it was, but I had nothing to do. Let me tell you, the other food, if someone with soft heart, immediately after eating, you vomit. But I had nothing to do. And I remembered what we went through in Safe House in 2022, where we found people who were drilled in the Safe House. People were drilled in hands and legs.
You, with your eyes.
It will be a story for another day, if you want it. It's another story for that Safe House of 2022 has another independent story. But those memories began coming out. I could read writings on the wall of those who were in before me.
In that basement.
In
at
that basement.
Mulago.
You know, not everyone who is here is a criminal. This part of life, you will overcome it. Take heart. Believe in God. Such words. Some people write their names. So I was like, why should I also? I'm like, nah, why should I? So I eat that food. Then the following day, I'm picked, taken to Old Kampala for fingerprint and photographing, and put him there. The police files for Interpol recognition. Then I'm transferred to LDC. I reached LDC for the first time in history. I'm charged with 2 counts. One, sending distressful signals to the public. Count 2, publishing false information that the First Lady is dead.
That is when you know the right charges.
Now,
actually.
I'm like, we don't have charges. Let us put him in general inquiry. Now I'm being charged of 2 counts related to Uganda Communications Commission Act. I'm like, and when you see that video, I smile. I'm smiling. Not that I was happy. It was like, are these people real? And now I'm like, where, how? Because they allege that between January and March, meaning I spend all the time from January to March, whenever I could get access to the microphone on Alternative Digitalk channel,
You distress.
I began pronouncing her dead for all that period.
You are sending distressful messages
Good
to us.
morning, my viewers. First Lady is dead. That's what it meant.
Yeah, true.
Because from January to March.
That's the only thing you are doing.
Yes. And surprisingly, when I come back, even my fellow lawyers were saying, yeah, I deserved it. Yes. I came back and watched. I followed what I was being talked about. He deserved it. They like smudge.
They are looking for
For fame, you know. But I'm like, one of the reasons why I challenged the computer misuse is the freedom of speech and expression. I'm like, it's their right. By the way, I never took offense because it's their right. It's their freedom. It's their right to express themselves, to speak. So I never faulted them, because if I'm right, I'm fighting for our rights, like right to freedom of expression and speech. Why should I determine what you have to speak? You speak when the state says that it's against the law, they will get you. But you speak. If you vulgarize and the state feels like wants you to be arrested, they arrest you. But you speak. It's your right. So when they spoke, I said it's their right.
While at the basement, you never found any. You were not interrogated any further.
No.
You were not interviewed. Or
No. The only point at which a police officer came to me was the OC station. Came and it was on Tuesday morning. He finds me there. He asks me, who are you? When do you come here? Why are you here? I explain. He calls his juniors. He asks, and he's like, why didn't you tell me? What if he dies from here? You want to cause me problems? They explain. But someone comes on Sunday. You don't tell me. This is a Tuesday. Because we're doing a patrolling his area of authority. And it's like, then he called his old Kampala. What they talked, I didn't know. I can't tell. And he went. That's the only point. But I can't say that maybe someone came to threaten me there. No.
Because we've had so many audios of the torture victims telling us that they were interrogated and actually simultaneously at different intervals,
No,
so you never faced
that. That was in 2022 when they were in a safe house. On that side, we were interrogated, we were tortured, we were beaten. But here, no. No. I wasn't. So I'm remanded to Luzira. I reach Luzira, I'm a celebrate. I receive a triumphant entry to Jerusalem. I go to another world, another country in Uganda. It's another experience. By the time I left, I was a leader in the world I was living.
I think that conversation will shape our next discussion, actually, what he felt, what he met at Luzira Maction Bay. I feel I can't we can't put all this in only one episode. I believe we can do another episode and what he really seriously faced at Luzira Maction Bay. I think that will form our next discussion.
Uganda Yancha.